All right, on the water right now. Little update on what's going on. So we have last day, 2 races. It's breezy now with the forecast shows it dropping off by 2. So we came out for a 10 o'clock start, which is the kind of the early start. Everything else was pushed back each day. You see teams, some still heading out, the last of them, but most teams have been out here for a while. And race committee is in position. Nothing is set. They do have, the committee boat does have their line flags up, but the pin boats do not. And so we're looking at, for the overall, even though it appears to be a 2-boat chase, Virtus has a 7-point lead on Relative Obscurity. Kind of lurking a little bit behind is Midlife Crisis. So if Brutus and Relative Obscurity go after each other and gain 20 points or so because their throwouts are all 18 or higher, then that's gonna change things on the grand scheme of things. So the last race could end up being more than a 2-boat race. In the Corinthian division, Ducasse has a 10-point lead over Lee Sackett and Dave Kerr. So that's a real deal, could switch pretty easily, being that those guys, the Corinthians, have typically been back a little bit in the race. So to eat up 10 points is pretty easy. Back from there's a big jump for 3rd, and then another jump for 4th. In the 1 Pro division, Vamos pretty much has it wrapped up. Eker is pretty much in pretty good shape to be 2nd, but there's a little bit of possibility after that. But it looks like Vamos probably is going to win the 1 Pro division. So we're looking kind of a couple scenarios, which is kind of cool. So the Corinthian Worlds and the overall. So we will keep you updated. And we'll, right now, an on-time start. We were hearing 12 knots at the top, but down at the bottom, it feels like it's probably a little bit more. We have noticed that on Tampa Bay, the Whitecaps come a little bit earlier, shallow water. So you can see the Whitecaps, but boats are planing. So most likely the life jacket rule will be into effect for the race number 1. And Piero Mark Foster mentioned that because of the dying breeze, most likely, that the 2nd race, which will start probably around noon, good chance the gates will be pushed up a little bit, and the finish line could be shortened a little bit, just like yesterday. And but we'll see what happens. So looking forward to a beautiful day to wrap up the J70 Worlds. So stay tuned soon.